Alrighty, you guys, welcome back to a brand new episode here on
The ankle.
Hello, Foodie Beauties.
He looks like a fat Pauly Shore.
When the chow is tea, but the finna is gag, sis, I'm dead as a child.
So, good day, everyone. I hope everyone is having a beautiful, wonderful Wednesday. Thank you so much for tuning on in. As always, let me know your thoughts down in the comments, like, subscribe. So, for today's video, since while I was up in Vermont, a lot started to unfold pertaining to this legal battle that Foodie has gotten herself into, and even more has unfolded since, but it feels like we're hitting a bit of a stalemate. Like, we're not going to really know much of anything until the Kuwait government or whatever, however they're doing it, proceeds with the charges. So, huge thank you to Garlic Bread and Barbecue Chillin', because they've compiled and done a really great job of just keeping everything up to date and like in order. So going off of their stuff, I did see some of Foodie's posts like as she made them, and then of course later deleted them. But I was trying to stay up to date with the Garlic Bread's uploads and everything, just to be in the now, because it's crazy how Foodie just completely overtook Girl World. But yeah, that's the plan. Currently, we still are not sure where Foodie is. We do know, however, that Salah is not allowed to leave the country. So, if Foodie left him there, I mean, I think that says a lot about their relationship, one. But it also does say a lot about who she is, that she's just going to let him and potentially his own family take fall for everything that she has done. Of course, he co-signed on all of it, so valid. But consequences should be going both ways, you know what I mean? I don't think she's going to be, like, extradited or anything. I really don't. But who knows? Who knows what the outcomes of this could be, because it sounds like they are going to try to get her on, like, morality laws as well, which of course I don't really agree with, but it's their country. So, and once again, she was on here bitching about Vitali being arrested and saying how, like, oh, all these streamers and YouTubers that go to these foreign countries, they don't understand the rules or laws or anything. They don't respect them. Well, Foodie, here we are. But yeah, that's just a quick little intro, I guess. Just getting some thoughts out of the way. I don't know. But yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. Kind of low-key a little excited to see how this plays out. But yeah, thank you so much once again, guys. And with that, let's just dive right on into this, shall we?
Hi guys, I'm more than okay. I had time to regroup and realized none of this is worth an emotional response, and I will take a small break from the net to enjoy life, and I'll be back when I can. Miss yas.
Okay. She, in fact, did not take a small break. She kind of is now. She's gone radio silent a bit, but it's only a matter of time. I think at this point, because this is like right when shit started to really hit the fan, I don't think the severity really hit her. I think it was still, in her perception, vague threats, and that's why she kept antagonizing it, which she should have never done in the first place. Always said that was so freaking stupid. You're just asking for people, literally asking for people to go and do this to you.
Enjoy my karma? For what, you complete morons? For trying to help a dying cat? My bad, idiots. Anyway, I'm out.
Now, she very quickly deleted this one. I think because of this right here, the ending, heavy implications that she was fleeing. This was basically the day it broke, and she was out. I think she fully dipped out of there before, like, the lines of communications could be met. and they could coordinate to block her from leaving the country. But we saw ourselves, it wasn't a dying cat. Alrighty, so this is a message from Pause Kuwait, Kuwaiti Pause, the organization that ended up helping or facilitating the rescue of the mom and the kitten. Our rescuer, Sanaya, saved both the kitten and her mother together. So why did someone else take the kitten away from her stable, non-critical mother? If the goal was truly to help, why wasn't the mother taken too? Why wasn't any proper update like a vet confirmation or hospital video shared? Because it never happened. Instead of transparency, this turned into uncoordinated fundraising, while the actual rescuers who covered all costs stayed silent. True that. True that. And of course, Foodie doesn't seem to comprehend that it wasn't the act of taking the cat that was illegal. It was the accepting donations, and accepting donations in any form. Plus, add on top of that, and we'll get into it, her visa, how she's been working there for years with a work or without a work visa. That's not good. I mean, girly, it's bad. It's bad. And I don't know, like, I don't think the Canadian government would, like, sell her out or any type of thing like that. But if the Canadian government got wind of this, I don't know. I think they would probably look at you more sideways than they probably already do. Because, okay, so you aren't just fucking around here. You deliberately went to somewhere else to try it. And now you're running back. That's gonna look a lot worse, girl. Helping is only meaningful when done legally, responsibly, and without confusion. Collecting donations for personal use is illegal. All donations must go directly to the vet, not individuals. And Foodie seems to get that part messed up. She said, we paid the vet. That's the issue, Foodie. It had to go from the donator directly to the vet, not from the donator to you to the vet. You can't be a middleman in the situation. That's what they're cutting out. We've received too many messages to respond one by one, so this statement clarifies everything. The official complaint will be filed by Monday. I believe this came out like Thursday or Friday. And we'll share the case number and documents soon. Thanks to our dedicated lawyer for taking quick action. Also, I think I read this, y'all were saying, Monday in Kuwait is like actually our Sunday. I mean, time difference, probably all that, whatever. So, yeah, it happened pretty quickly. By Sunday, we already had, not full confirmation, we have that now. I believe that came out relatively recently, where the full legal statement is available. Okay, and then this is Foodie's response to that. She started to really crash out from here. I wasn't expecting a big crash out. I thought, and listen, foolish of me, this is my first in real time Foodie controversy, okay? Like being a part of it all. This is my first one, so patience, please, you guys. But I thought she would at least have the somewhat common sense to just shut the fuck up. To just stop. She can't help herself. So crash out ensued. And yeah, let's get into it. It's going to be fun.
You have to be kidding. The kitten's mother wasn't around. And the vet we took the kitten to said if we hadn't brought him, it would have died. Do you not understand that?
Well, actually, you said Salah came back and said, oh, yeah. I don't think it was super critical. Even the rescue said, no, they were fine, but like, we're gonna get them out of there.
Second, if the mother is so stable, why the need for so much vet care? And why was the kitten malnourished and infected?
Well, I mean, it was probably because it was living outside. Foodie and vet care. Cost for vet care is simply having them write down your pet's fucking name. Like, come on, dude. See, she doesn't bring Julia to the vet, so she wouldn't know.
It was fully transparent as we brought the cat to the vet, live so the whole public saw it. We did not know it would be illegal to help a dying animal. My bad.
Again, you're missing the entire point. I think she's too dumb to get it. So, who knows? Maybe the Kuwaiti government will see some sympathy there. They're going to probably have one conversation with her and be like, okay, yeah, just send her back to Canada.
What's really awful is penalizing someone for trying to help. Good luck with your case. You will need it.
See, the thing is, she's responding to Kuwait Pause, or Pause Kuwait, sorry, the cat rescue, like they are the ones that are actually suing. You know? That's not the case. Pause has a obligation to report when any fraudulent activity occurs. And you saying, I can send you the PayPal donations and all that is the fraudulent activity in this country's eyes. Okay? Doesn't matter what you think, Canadian Beezer. Doesn't fucking matter. You're in their country.
I offered to give your charity the money people gave to me, but anyway, whatever. Do your worst.
She's so stupid. I think she's truly too dumb to understand, like, the matter here. And I don't know. I don't think Salah is around her right now either. Maybe we wouldn't have seen all of this, but she just incriminates herself more and more. And Salah, too. Which I'm not going to say is unfortunate, because, like, shit, man, you got yourself in this toilet to begin with, so... Alright, and then there was a response from Pause. Let us make this very clear. We are not backing down. The legal proceedings are moving forward, and every single threat, hate message, or act of harassment sent to us will be officially reported and investigated by the authorities. This is not a game. We are treating this matter with the utmost seriousness. Anyone, whether a friend, family member, or follower of the individual involved who attempts to intimidate, threaten, or harass us will also face legal action. Any message sent to us in any language will be translated and forwarded to the concerned authorities for investigation. Under Kuwaiti law, acts like harassment, threats, and cyberbullying are considered criminal offenses punishable by fines and imprisonment. All evidence is being collected and will be submitted to the Ministry of Interior and the Ministry of Social Affairs. That's the government, Foodie. The government is going to be filing this case against you. It's just someone else bringing more info to their attention. Also, I should add, she has been deleting old videos and maybe old live streams, I don't know, of when she was out and she recorded highly sensitive material, being like oil fields, cemeteries. That's a no-no. Apparently, over there. I mean, I can see the oil rigs. Cemeteries, it's a cultural thing. The oil rigs, I understand. Imagine if Foodie was like an informant. Do you think this whole time she's just been a Canadian spy? Espionage Beezer! And then Kitty Love Kuwait, which is another organization separate from Pause, made a statement. I am not acquainted with Foodie Beauty, but I can confirm that she has no affiliation with Kitty Love Kuwait or Kitty Love Kuwait Adoptables. She has been requesting donations to support cat care. Please do not provide her with any financial assistance on behalf of KLK. If you continue to see her post, please let me know. A whole lot of Pause started getting into the mix. Alright, and then this is a response from someone that works directly, like, with the organization or volunteers. I'm not sure how it works. Her case will be taken to court on Monday by Pause Kuwait, who have now officially taken up the mum and kittens. She is horrible. She PM'd me a year ago trying to pretend like she is this amazing, caring Canadian who cares for animals more than the locals in Kuwait. I am glad I looked through her lies. At the time, I did not know her being the infamous Foodie Beauty. Alright, and then we got another update from Pause regarding the whole situation. Thank you to the Ministry of Social Affairs. Finally, our appeal has been heard. All rescue groups must be treated equally and all must follow the law. No GoFundMe, no PayPal, no personal donation links. This is a huge step forward and the result of our continuous efforts and hard work. We've been reporting and filing complaints against individuals who continue to violate the law and act as if they are above it. Let this be a clear message. The law applies to everyone, and we will keep pushing until proper action is taken. Thank you to everyone who stood by us. This is not just about animals, it's about transparency, accountability, and respect for the law. No more shortcuts, no more misuse. Let's raise the standard of rescue work in Kuwait together. So, they're taking a very bold stance on this, which I think they have the right to. This is work that they are a part of, and she does go and muddy those waters by being just messy and gross and greedy. It's literally almost word for word what she said should happen to Vitali or streamers or vloggers that go into other countries and don't abide by the laws or don't respect them. I mean, here we are. Here we are. And then this now is a response from Pause Kuwait, I believe.
Never will make fun of her weight.
Yeah, because Foodie was going on and on about
They were making fun of me. I'm gonna countersue.
she's just so dumb.
She looks like and whatever. It's like it's relevant.
Also, can I just be honest? This woman's accent is like so soothing to me. I don't know why. I watched this last night and I felt myself like almost dozing off a little bit. I was like, why am I so comforted right now?
She looks like and how much she weighs. We are like notified the authorities and already been one complaint was already been submitted to the social affairs.
So multiple complaints now.
And it will be forwarded to the public prosecutors, inshallah, within tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. And now we are after Salah.
Salah, bud. You really fucked around and found out on this one. You really, really did. And I don't feel bad for him. I don't. I think it's a little bit of like cosmic karmic justice that Foodie Beauty, his pay pig, is the one that is blowing his shit out of the water, so to speak. Not to get you excited, Salah, but she's blowing your shit up, man.
Her husband Salah. Now we are after him.
Yeesh. Brother. Ooh. Okay, and this ensued a even larger crash out. Of course.
This is the last post I will make publicly about this matter. I am okay. Don't worry about that. First off, I don't in any way condone any Islamophobic threats to Pause Kuwait. I am not intimidated by their threats either.
It's now the government's threats, Foodie, so you should be maybe a little intimidated.
We also have consulted a lawyer and will countersue as your public display is very unprofessional, and we have screenshots of you making fun of my weight with the same haters you are listening to.
So, actually, hold on, sorry, I got this mixed up. This was posted, then the response.
Making fun of my weight with the same haters you are listening to. The law states that you cannot accept fraudulent donations. We have proof that we spent those donations on vet care and supplies.
It doesn't matter. Foodie. Because it went to you first and not directly the pet store, the vets, anything. That's fraudulent. In their legal definition, that is fraudulent. You might not agree with that. Honestly, though, I could see how this law is very beneficial, especially in more of like today's day and age, you know? But I feel like it's her narcissism and her inability to ever be wrong that is making her not see what the issue is here. I mean, and she wants to talk about how narrow-minded or egocentric Westerners are. This is proving that she's a part of that problem, okay? I ain't denying that we aren't, but not all of us are that freaking bad, my lord. A lot of us have also been to a ton of other countries and never had issues like this. Never, because you're respectful.
Also, I offered to refund, so also not a scam, since the people who super chatted said not to return them, but to use them for what I want.
That's a scam. In their eyes, that's a scam, Foodie. Doesn't matter what you think it is.
It is not possible for a person to know every single penalty code and law in a country. We were trying to do a good thing, and for those making this worse, you are disgusting human beings. I hope you know that. Asking them to take Julia? On what grounds? She was not from street, and good luck you will take her over my dead body. Good luck.
See, I really think that this might have been Salah.
I'm taking a long break from social media, but just know I'm okay, and not up to answering messages now. If trying to help a helpless animal is wrong, I don't want to be right. Also, nice job taking full credit for saving the cats. I'm the one who sent you the pics and the case, but hey, whatever makes you feel complete. You are making this all public, which is also illegal to share private cases.
Well, it's not a case yet, Foodie, you dumbass.
The same trolls you are listening to only care so they can try to get me in trouble. They are the same ones sending you threats and talking bad about Kuwait. Well, I am not intimidated.
You've been talking bad about Kuwait. Please, dude. Alright, and it continues, y'all.
And I didn't catnap anything. There is no law saying I can't adopt a street cat and its mother wasn't there. When we saw she was, we returned it.
No, when you were told.
Now we are never speaking another word and dealing in private. Something I suggest Pause does.
And then, of course, keeps going, dude.
LMAO, I know I'm taking a break, but I just heard the funniest song lyrics ever. From the Guess Who. Don't give me no hand-me-down shoes. LMAO.
She's so weird. So freaking weird, dude. And it continued. You really don't know when to shut the fuck up, do you?
Nope. Sorry, but why should I? I'm being accused of something, and wrongfully so. I will not shut up. Sorry, I come from the land of freedom of speech.
That's not where you are, though. Allegedly. I think she's back there. But, girl, oh my god. The thing is, the more she decides to bury her head in the sand, of course, she just looks more ignorant and more just like everything she's been bashing about Western societies, which I understand they're a stereotype on Western countries, people, whatever, for a reason. I hear that. I'm not invalidating that. Valid reasons. But not everyone is like that, okay? Be so freaking for real. She's making a lot of people over in North America look bad too, though. So, I don't know, dog. I don't know. Send her to Honduras. No. And then some of the replies. So Canada? Confirmed?
Nope. I didn't say I was in Canada. But I come from Canada, where we have freedom of speech.
You're not in Canada, Foodie. Okay? You're not in Canada. You're not even on the same continent. Like, you're just being mad ignorant, dude. Mad ignorant. And I feel like since this is all happening so publicly, it's bringing a lot of eyes, and a lot of eyes now are going to be on the Kuwaiti government specifically. I have a feeling they might really try and throw the book at her for slandering their country, slandering their religion, slandering their practices and society, everything. Like, I wouldn't want to live in that society, I can promise you that. But she chose to go there. So whose issue is that? And here's some more.
Okay, last post. Yes, the kitten was in need. The vet told us that easy to prove. It was all live.
Actually, we didn't hear the vet say anything. We only heard what your scammer husband, my husband, said. Also, now there are talks that, like I said, with the morality laws, Salah is going to be brought into that as well. Because not only did he co-sign her behavior, brought her all over the place so she could do these illegal things. But he also was sending out very inappropriate messages, photos, all that. Now, again, I don't agree with that being like a law, but that's their country. And you both were actively breaking morality laws of that country. That's going to be a big no-no. And I'm going to blank out that word. You people are so R-word. I'm not responding to your dumbass comments. I swear, you all share one collective brain cell. Girl, I am not sure if you even have brain cells at this point. Maybe it's all the shisha. I don't fucking know. Alright, and she just kept fucking going, you guys.
Imagine this is your life. Look at this lonely bee salivating over this happening, over analyzing potential legal repercussions for trying to help a cat.
She still doesn't freaking get it, dude. Oh my god.
Repercussions that none of which will happen as usual.
Yeah, keep betting on that, gal.
I think the ink from that awfully hideous forehead tattoo you have has warped your brain.
I honestly don't know who she's talking about.
I'm sorry, it's just too hard not to clap back at these parasitic losers. Even if this was true, you think they're just going to throw a guilty verdict automatically?
I also saw, I believe it was from Garlic Bread. Kuwait has an 88% conviction rate. Yeah, I think they would, Foodie.
LOL, I can't. Okay, I'm done with this stupid bullshit case. But I'm sure Paws will keep posting publicly about it for clout and to make an example.
I mean, that's kind of what you did with the whole Vitality. I don't fucking know his name. That's what you did with that whole situation, so alright. We got little barbecue chillin' side-eyeing her down in the corner.
Prompted by concerns over fraudulent activity. First off, we did not start fundraising for rescue efforts. Paws is acting like we raised thousands for ourselves under the guise of helping.
Actually, no, you didn't. But what you did do is you would say, guys, donate so that I can get a new stove. Guys, donate so I can get this. Guys, donate if you want this. Donate this, donate this. While not having a work visa. Foodie. That's really bad. Especially when you're in a country where you can't accept handouts like that. Not like this. Oh my god.
They're accusing us of scamming for donations. We saw a sickly-looking kitten in 45-degree weather without its mom. Someone sent the first super chat without me even asking. I said we are on a tight budget, but if people want to help, I will take in the cat and adopt it for us personally, and we will take it to the vet right away.
Yeah, that's accepting donations.
Individuals can donate directly to vet care or for supplies or to an organization, which I did. I offered money to Paws.
You don't understand. That's illegal. Oh my god. Foodie, that's the laws you're breaking. I love how through the multiple days now that it's been, she still doesn't fucking get it. I wonder if she's being real silent now because someone finally sat her down and said, listen here, you big bumbling idiot. This is what you're in trouble for.
If this is not allowed, they could have simply said so, and that would be that. But no, because they want clout and applause for publicly persecuting, trying to.
Okay, hold on. They have to report this stuff, Foodie, or else they could lose their own status as well. Like, come on, they're not going to risk their shit over your dumb ass.
They want clout and applause for publicly persecuting, trying to. Someone who is only trying to do a good deed. Super chats are not fundraising. They are a part of my job.
Which you don't have a visa to operate in that country. So, and I doubt you're paying taxes. I don't know if Kuwait has taxes. I don't know about all that. But she ain't paying shit. So, And you're not paying for anything back in Canada either. I think both countries should be looking at her like, yo, this ain't gonna work. Alright, and then it keeps going.
They were sent for the kitten as they thought I would be adopting it. But because we got told to return the kitten, we did that.
Oh, so now it's not because you saw the mom. Okay.
I then asked the people who gave the super chats if they wanted them back. They said no. Do scammers offer money back?
Stupid.
We received very few PayPal donations, which were used for the vet clinic, which you all saw on live. We will have the vet testify also. So none of the attentions were fraudulent. We received PayPal for the vet care and food. We went that night to do it. The vet said the cat wasn't going to live much longer. We didn't say that. A medical professional did. So Paz is going to start this huge investigation over like 15 KD, which was used as we said it would be. Where is the fraudulent activity?
You took money. That's the fraudulent activity. Doesn't matter if it was used for exactly what you said it would be. It's fraudulent.
LMAO, this is all such a joke. Also, it's not illegal to do YouTube content as a tourist in any country. If that were the case, explain travel vloggers.
They don't post in the countries that they're traveling to. That's why. The fuck?
Unprofessional pause.
Of course, she's gotta go with the stupid fucking nicknames now.
Is also right off accusing us of malintent with the donations. Asking why was the mother not taken. Maybe because the mother wasn't there at first?
You recognize that the mom was there in the stream, which they have. So, girl, this is just making you look way worse, and all these screenshots are going to be added into the file.
It is clear they just want to make this all for drama.
How sad.
We will fight any criminal investigation.
Yeah, with what money? With what money, girl, please? And then, of course, it continues.
Because I can assure you, 15 KD of help money to help a cat from caring people is far from a scam ring.
So you see how it went from 60 to 50 to now just 15 KD?
And for people saying I buy food for myself, prove it. We literally bought cat food and vet care the day we received the donations.
But you're going to be getting a ton of money later this month from it. Well, not this month. Maybe it might be next. No, it was last month. So she'll get this in mid-June. Like, it was a lot more than just that, girl. Also, it is a scam ring. When you come on and you're constantly begging for shit for this reason or that reason, and then you don't go and use that money on those things, you just use it for your fucking binges.
We have proof of this. We are well prepared. I didn't want to make another post, but I clearly needed to since I literally have to write out word for the idiots. Outraging and getting excited at the thought of me being detained and thrown in jail over 15 KD?
I mean, girl, it's going to be a lot more than just the money. Like, they're taking you on morality issues and the things you have said, the actions, just your overall behavior while you have been there. You have not been a good representation for their country. And that's bad there, okay? That's bad. Like, oh my god. Alright, and then of course, you guys, she kept going.
Now I'm being compared to Vitali, who literally purposely antagonized police and broke the laws knowing what he was doing.
You were antagonizing them as well. Literally saying, do your worst. Well, they're going to, girl.
He didn't try to help a dying kitten. Big difference, morons.
She still doesn't fucking get it, dude. It's funny. It's very frustrating, but it's also fucking hysterical. She just doesn't get it. I don't think her brain can.
The haters are just salivating with hard-ons, hoping on a downfall or jail for someone. So sad. You all need help. Anyway, it ain't gonna happen. LOL.
And here she is, still going.
Imagine being a supposed professional charity organization and you spend all day listening to trolls on the internet and running to file a case against someone for using donations they received to help a kitten in need, and then threatening to go after an innocent family if they can't get me? Yep, nice professional behavior. And then they wonder why anyone would want to flee.
I think that's kind of an admission there that she has fled, or is planning to if she wants. I don't think she's going to be allowed to. If she did not leave before like the beginning of this week, then I don't think she's going to. Just this simple fact. The thing is, though, it's not an innocent family. Well, I don't know about the rest of Salah's family. It seems like they might have co-signed some shit too. But Salah is just as guilty as she is. Just as guilty. Like, come on. And then this is the only post that still remains up on her page about the matter.
Yeah, I deleted my post. Meant every word. I just don't want to give it attention. Impulsivity bees.
Girl. Oh, she's gonna get something thrown at her. I don't know if it'll be the book, but...
As usual, gonna deal with this situation privately. Not sure when I will make content. I'm tired of the internet. Even these posts, lol. Okay, I'm out.
Good lord. And then, of course, as I said, they're still developing information coming. I mean, this is going to be a case, you guys. So, trial of the century! Goal World Trial of the Century! Like, this is going to be big. It is. And it's going to be fun to watch. Amber, I'm sure you're seething, dude. Like, how can I break the law? She's like, I gotta get my crown back. No, it might be hard after this, gal. It might be real hard after this. Who knows, though? Who knows? But yeah, that's pretty much the basic synopsis of things that have gone down. I'm sure I'm still missing some stuff, but just wanted to kind of like piece the main things together. I hope I did that, effectively. But thank you guys so much for tuning on in today. I'm going to get this edited and sent right out. I will keep an eye out if Poopster's going to upload, because we don't know what her schedule is going to be. She said she was taking another break. I don't know. I feel like she could have filmed. I mean, we only got last week's vlog, so she filmed that last week, and then Tommy's came this weekend. Well, last weekend technically, and is staying through this week or something, or someone is coming. She bought new underwear for the occasion. Like, come on, y'all. She's taking a break because someone's over there. But I don't know when she's going to be uploading again. So I'll keep an eye out, though. Thank you guys so much. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Like and subscribe. Become a... I hope everyone has a beautiful, wonderful rest of their day. And I will catch you in the next one. Take care.